All right, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. And right away, Sagittarius, what I'm seeing for you today is that you may be very tired or worn out, exhausted by something. Many of you may have been working really, really hard on something with the Nine of Wands in the overall energy. It's an energy of you've put all you have into something and now you're feeling possibly kind of burnt out, or for some of you, burnout is going to be on the horizon. I'm seeing though that you may think that you're taking care of yourself and you're happy and you're on your way to success. Whoever I'm speaking to right now is working pretty hard on some type of goal and they feel like very happy to be working towards it, or like you can maybe see the finish line on the horizon and you're like, yeah, I'm fine. The way I'm doing things is fine. I'm taking care of myself, I'm working hard, everything's going great, and you could be kind of hanging on to this notion of I'm doing all I can for myself, but actually there's a sense of you being a little bit frugal with yourself, like maybe you could be even more caring or even more loving. Maybe there's something you really want to do for yourself that you're kind of holding back on doing there, or like it's like you're saving your money, or you're saying I don't have enough resources to do whatever this is. And Spirit's kind of saying, maybe examine if you actually are filling your cup enough, if you actually do need more of something. So maybe more rest, more playtime. I'm hearing sleep. For a lot of you, it's just rest on a basic level. Maybe more meditation, more time with friends, or just centering yourself more and maybe spending more money on yourself, being kinder to yourself, having a spa day. Something that might to you feel a little bit extra is actually really needed at this time in order for you to fully relax. And with healing moment to moment and integration as the oracle cards that I pulled for you today, there's this feeling of maybe needing to be more present and engaged with each moment as it comes rather than kind of wrapped up in the nitty gritty details or what's going to happen next, and really just being present and integrating a sort of healing energy into your life, taking each moment as it comes and not being so stressed over what happened in the past or what's coming next, but just really allowing yourself to dive deep into each moment. Now, I'm going to dive into the tarot here and then clarify those energies. But before I do, I just want to say thank you for being here and for receiving this reading. And if this reading resonates with you, please like and subscribe. By lending your energy to the channel, it helps me manifest messages alongside you that resonate even more with your energy. So don't forget to like and subscribe if the reading's resonating. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings, and you can find my email in the description box below and email me there for a personal reading if you'd like. But let's see what we have here. So in the recent past, it seems like you could be getting some type of journey or quest or project that will kind of add something to your life. You may already have quite a bit of stability. You may feel pretty grounded in your life in some way, but you're doing something or opening up to something that's going to add to that stability. However, in the current energy, I see you kind of struggling with wanting to be at the finish line already, or wanting to complete this task and move forward and kind of jump ahead when maybe there are several steps in front of you and you're only just at the beginning of whatever this is. For many of you, this is going to be a physical project, something in your career or your family life. For some of you, it may have to do with renovating a home or buying a car, something kind of significant. And it's a project that you kind of have to work towards, or that has many different steps here with the Eight of Pentacles. And I see that you're kind of struggling with wanting to be finished with this before you've kind of completed multiple steps, and Spirit's kind of reminding you that you're still in the beginning of whatever this is. So try to be a little gentler with yourself about your progress on this, because it's all going to kind of take place in divine timing. Now, in the near future, you could be a little bit disconnected from your heart space energies, or maybe not seeing something that your softer heart space energies are trying to show you because you kind of want to rush ahead. And there's something here about you having actually succeeded quite a bit already, and that you're very much on your way to success and happiness and kind of fulfillment. but you may not necessarily be aware of all the love and support and abundance around you because you're just charging forward to the next thing. So as much as possible, Spirit's trying to remind you to remain present in the energy that is around you right now, and be present for every step of this journey and not just looking ahead, because there may be things that you're missing, opportunities that could be presented to you, or just experiences that could bring a lot of joy into your life that you may kind of entirely overlook if you are not realizing that you're kind of looking ahead too soon. So try to just take a step back every now and then and look at what's around you. But let's dive in and clarify these cards. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands for the stability that you've already built up, achievements you've already kind of come to conclusion with. Four of Wands. There could be something that you've been hoping for a long time, or something that you just kind of have worked towards for a while in terms of your own emotional healing. And you kind of set yourself up for a lot of success emotionally. The Sagittarius that I'm speaking to today has really done a lot of inner work. You may have spent a lot of time alone, or just a lot of time kind of collecting your energy and working on your energy, healing it, so that you'd be kind of ready to come out of hibernation or ready to approach and go after whatever it is that you want here. It's almost like you spent time at home or within yourself creating a home so that you'd have a really strong launching point for whatever it is that is coming next for you. And then from that place of healing and, being emotionally centered, I almost see you being reborn. And as you're reborn, you're ready to create something new and kind of step into this new territory in your life. And you literally look reborn here, going from the King of Wands to the Page of Wands, but I actually see that in a very positive way, where you're building something out of love, and you're starting to reconnect with your heart space. And as you do that, it sparks this very creative sort of fertile energy for you, and it allows you to move forward towards something new. And whatever this thing is that you're moving towards, it's something that you're manifesting, and it's a change that you're manifesting for yourself. But there could be a feeling of imposter syndrome or not being ready for it, or there's something in your energy that at the same time that you manifest this, there also could be some rejection over it, or some type of struggle. And that's the struggle that I see you dealing with in the current energy with the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, is possibly wanting this to be complete, or wanting confirmation that you've succeeded in this before it's even totally gotten off the ground. And whether you realize it or not, that level of struggle that you have within yourself around getting to the finish line could actually be preventing you from moving ahead with it at a more natural pace. I think I mentioned imposter syndrome before, and that's coming out again. There's this feeling of maybe doubting yourself or your own abilities here, and wondering, am I ever really going to succeed with this? Am I ever really going to be good enough to get what I want out of this? There's a certain sense of your self-worth being tied up to success in whatever this endeavor is. So you could very much feel like if you don't have tangible proof of your results, or tangible proof in a sense that you have succeeded and you're doing well and all of that, then you failed. And this could be a deep wound within you here with the Three of Swords, which represents a certain type of wounding or heartbreak that maybe you've experienced over and over again, of not quite getting to the finish line or not seeing the results that you want. And as a result, you could kind of be telling yourself that you're not going to get there again, or that the past is going to repeat itself. And there could almost be this doubt that you're on the right path because you haven't seen the harvest, the material results, the fruits of your labor, and you're looking for it in a very physical, real world sense. For many of you, you could be looking for confirmation that you're going to make money with this, or that there's going to be some type of resource. But also it could, for many of you, just be an inner sense of self-satisfaction of like, I did it, I accomplished my goal, and therefore I am worthy of love, I'm worthy of abundance and all of that. And there could be a certain tying up of your self-worth and um, your worthiness of receiving abundance could feel tied up in some way to whether or not you accomplish something. So it could be like, yeah, of course I'm worthy of love and friendship and care, but only if I'm really killing it in my career or something like that. And that's just a general example. But there's a way that you've tied your sense of happiness and joy to whether or not you've succeeded with whatever this is. And so as a result, you end up kind of working away on it quite a bit and maybe even tiring yourself out. And you're telling yourself this is what's going to make me happy or feel fulfilled. But actually, it's just kind of making you tired at the end of the day is what I'm seeing. It's like you literally won't let yourself stop moving. You're like, if I just keep moving forward and keep moving forward, eventually I'll get to my destination. And that's sort of what keeps you going, is this idea that, okay, if I can't get to the end point now, at least I can do everything within my power to move towards it and rush towards it. And so you kind of put these really high expectations on yourself and then possibly are burning out in terms of forcing yourself to keep going. I just, kind of had this vision, this flashback memory of when I used to live in New York City, and I would kind of rush around the city, and I'd be walking and walking, and I'd tell myself, I really need to get wherever I'm going at a certain time. And at the end of the day, I was just going to get there when I was going to get there, right? But I would push myself so hard that my ankles would start hurting. Because I'd be walking so fast and really like nonstop, this high speed pace. And then because my ankles were hurting, I would be walking slower. And eventually I'd show up not only later than I originally intended because my ankles started hurting, but in pain and tired and maybe in a bad mood because of that. And so it's a bit of a reminder to slow down and just enjoy the journey and know that it doesn't necessarily matter exactly when you show up, because everything happens in divine timing anyway, and you're going to get there eventually. It's about how you get there and the energy with which you arrive, and Spirit's asking you to slow down so that you can show up in a more positive energy than you would if you're really tired and burnt out. Now, the King of Cups keeps coming out for you today, Sag, which is an energy of love. It's a very watery, expansive, open energy. It's also an energy of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, so that could be really significant for you at this time. There could be someone in your life or your energy who has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or you could. And I just want to see why here the King of Cups is coming out repeatedly. Strength, Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Oh. So again, there could be a lot of love and abundance that's trying to be offered to you here along this path. But you may not even be seeing it, or you may be holding back from it, or it may not be able to reach you for some reason. And I don't know if you even necessarily see how much love is around you, because you're kind of charging forward with horse blinders on. Let's take a look at that energy. The Emperor, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, again, you're kind of telling yourself, nope, I'm happy with my work. I have my plan. I have my project. All I really need to do is focus on this project or this plan that I have, and then it's all going to work out and I'll be fine. And you almost like find your sense of joy and emotional fulfillment and expansiveness through your work. And then as a result, there's something that you could kind of be missing, an energy of love and care that you're not even really open to because you're so focused on your work. And this energy of love is really trying to reach you. Let's take a look at that. A very nurturing energy, possibly like an energy in your life that's actually tried to care for you multiple times or tried to kind of nourish you multiple times, and you've almost like failed to see it, or maybe it's been frustrating for this energy to try to come through to you, because you could come through as almost like cut off and icy. And there's a need for you to kind of break through from that practical energy into a softer, more open energy, because as soon as you kind of soften your energy, something else comes towards you that's actually been approaching you for a long time, and it's almost like you're just not aware of that loving energy because you're so caught up in whatever this goal is that you have, or your work, or your plan that you have for your life, that there's actually other blessings coming in for you, and they're coming straight towards you, but they're only going to be able to fully reach you and contact you once you open up your own energy to kind of receive something outside of your normal plan. And this is going to be something with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Swords represents, like, along with the Eight of Swords, which came out as well, like, there's so much happiness that's completely unexpected for you. Like, it's not something that's going to make it into your planner or your agenda or your idea for your life. There's that saying, you plan, God laughs. And so this is one of those moments where Spirit's kind of asking you to release your attachment to what you think is going to happen, because as soon as you do that and you kind of soften a little bit, you actually open up to gifts from the universe in the real world that show up for you kind of materially, that you don't even really see coming, and that you can't even really create for yourself. Part of co-creating with the universe is creating space for the universe to send something in as well. And it's not just you having to kind of force everything into place. The universe wants to drop a sort of blessing into your life, and they're asking, are you ready for it? Are you open to it? Or are you just focused on your work, your plan, what you think is going to happen? Let's get 3 cards of advice. The advice is that you're well on your way to real, divine, beautiful happiness with the Sun card here. Like, you are moving forward and your energy is going out to meet that happiness, that joy. It just might take some time. It might take longer than you're expecting. It might happen in ways that you're not expecting. There might be things that come up along the way that you're not expecting. And those things might slow you down from your kind of human earthly perspective, but you're actually going to reach your destination at exactly the right time, and it's all going to happen. And you don't need to try to force this forward in the material world, because the universe wants you to have what you want, and the universe wants to give you what it is you desire. And so that energy is coming to meet you. You don't have to rush. You don't have to push yourself any faster. If you need to, try to think of yourself as someone whose ankle is eventually going to get a little sore if you keep going at this pace, so that you can slow down and kind of heal yourself and heal your energy even more, even as you go, every day, just doing something nurturing and kind and caring for whatever it is in your energy that is the equivalent to my sore ankle, right? So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helped. I hope it resonates, and I'll see you next time. Bye.